Hello, welcome to Project Manager, where we discuss everything project management. So today I want to dive back into the internal versus external project management discussions we've been having, since I've gotten many questions about it. Welcome to Project Manager. My name is Joy, a project and program manager for over 8 years now across many different industries. On this channel, we discuss everything and anything project management related. One thing I've noticed across different project management roles, external facing seems to feel a bit more flexible, but it's not for the reason most people think. When people hear flexibility, they assume it means less work, and that is not the case. It's really about how the work is structured. In external-facing roles, you're usually working towards clear deliverables because there's a statement of work between you and the customer, and that has been agreed upon by everyone, and that's the holy grail. That being said, everyone is aligned to outcomes, timelines, expectations, client-facing work. So you're not being measured by necessarily consistent activity. You're being measured by whether things move. And that can be a good thing or a bit troublesome, depending on where you are in the project and all the underlying factors such as temperature, deadlines. In external-facing project management, communication tends to be more structured. You have a meeting cadence set up depending on what your internal company feels is right for that type of meeting, and depending on how often your customer requests. Some customers want to know everything as soon as possible, so they may even request for daily meetings. So you have defined touch points. These are items that you discuss and conclude on in your initial kickoff meeting. That way, expectations are aligned, which is a huge part of customer or client-facing project management. You always want to ensure the customer is abreast of everything, that there are no unrealistic expectations, and there's no room for gaps. To assume the customer should know, you never want to encounter that. But it does happen quite frequent because you are working with someone out of your company. They have different ways of doing things. They may be leaning on your company because you guys are the subject matter experts. Because of how prominent expectation setting and alignment is in external-facing project management, there can be more autonomy to your time. And it depends. Again, projects are very different depending on where you are. Is it initiation? Is it execution? Is it closeout? And depending on the type of projects you manage, can give you more insight to where is more heavy, what part, what phase requires more time, requires more documentation, requires more customer-facing communication. But the point is, you know that. Therefore, you can plan accordingly. If you have 5 projects you're managing at one time, like right now, that's how many I have on my plate. I'm able to know, okay, I'm going to be initiation phase for 3 projects at the same time. I'm going to have one that's closing out soon and one that's just starting execution phase. That lets me know how I need to manage my time appropriately. When things are like that, it's good because you don't have everything in one stage, but it's tough because the project that's closing out, having issues towards the end is hectic because there is no time. This is when you can work overtime. This is when you may end up working weekends. This is when you may not be able to truly determine your schedule because this is the time that usually the most consequential risks turn into issues and require resolve ASAP. Everything is now. Every second counts. But the thing is, when you are working with your clients, no one is consistently checking on you. There's not that much micromanagement because you just need to deliver for your customer. Your customer may be trying to micromanage you, but if you're the subject matter expert, there's only so much that they can micromanage. So it's really about making sure you are aligned with your customer versus being in an internal facing role where leadership, cross-functional team members, if you're a project manager, maybe a program manager is needing updates on every single task. So when I say external roles tend to feel more flexible, what I really mean is they're more structured around outcomes, not presence. Flexibility does not mean less work. It means different structure and maybe even more control over the structure. Personally, I prefer that structure because I love to have creativity in managing my projects. I love to cater each project to the specific foundation we're working on. But I am well aware it's not for everyone. And that's another reason project management is truly so amazing to me, because you can find a type of project management, an industry that aligns with you and how you prefer to work. Some people thrive in more internal roles where things are more collaborative, they can be fast moving. Dare I say, there's more flexibility. For example, when you're dealing with change orders, we know how tough that process can be when it's external, because you have to go within your team, check maybe with your engineers and see if it's feasible, then talk to maybe leadership or your change control board and determine the implications of this change and if it can be handled. Whereas when you're working internally, sometimes there's a bit more flexibility on that change control process and the types of change that can be allowed within the project, because it's a project for the company. So there may be more contingency funds, there may be more reasoning to accommodate certain changes, and they could be big changes because, again, it is for your company. This project is for the benefit of those people around you, your co-workers, if you will, depending on the type of project you are on. If it's a software project, you may be doing an upgrade that's going to impact everyone who uses that software. So it literally could be your co-worker. If it's a physical project, maybe you're extending a building that is impacting people that you work with. There may be a leader who is going to be over that new building. Maybe that's where his department will work. He or she could have a lot of input during the build phase, during the initiation phase. So that's what I mean when I say internal versus external. There are differences. On average, external facing allows you a bit more flexibility because you are able to foreshadow a little bit more. So at the end of the day, it really comes down to how you like to work. So like I always say, dive into project management, understand the foundations, then pair that with what you know about you, your working style. Are you more collaborative? Do you prefer to work on your own? Are you more of an IC, individual contributor? Do you like to work cross-functionally? These are questions that you can ask yourself, and that will help you cater your path towards the right type of project management that is less likely to burn you out. Therefore, you can actually enjoy your role. And that's what this is all about. My goal is to help people who align with project management truly find that area, that type of project management that they feel like a unicorn and makes life a little bit less stressful, because you're actually doing something that you thrive in and enjoy. Thanks for watching. We definitely will continue diving into internal versus external project management roles. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to drop them below. Don't forget, you can follow me on all socials at Project Manager, and you can check out my website for all upcoming classes. We have a foundational class coming up very soon. All information is there. Thank you for watching and remain blessed.